I really wonder who's actually using local AI models. Like, what are you using these models for? There's a lot of people saying, I have this computer because I'm using the local AI model to run some AI agents for productivity. But come on, bro. What type of model are you using? What type of agent are you going to spin up locally? What type of freaking hardware do you have? A consumer hardware. Let's say you've got an RTX 5090 somehow, which is a 32 gigabytes of VRAM. They're realistically only going to be able to run a 30 billion parameter model. What the heck are you going to do with that in terms of agent workflows or multitasking or anything like that? You ain't getting anything done, bro. That thing ain't coding anything sensible. So for sure, you're not coding. And if you're gonna say I'm doing it for client, what you call it? What do they call it? From inbound leads, okay? Talking to inbound leads. It ain't gonna do that. That thing is way too freaking slow. It's way slower than a human. Because your AI is gonna be thinking at like maybe 10 to 30 tokens per second. What the frick is it gonna do? Then it's gonna do RAG, then it's gonna do the thoughts, then it's gonna analyze the past conversation with the client, then it's gonna analyze the user's intent, then it's gonna respond to the user after all of that. All on that 32 gigabytes of VRAM. Not happening. Okay, let's upgrade. Let's go to the A6, the RTX 6000 Pro series, the slightly higher end version, the 96 gigabyte version. What are you gonna run on that? GPT OSS maybe? Maybe. Let's say you run it and you're getting some decent tokens because that thing, to fit, it can fit on the card, like 80 gigabytes. But when it's being used, when it's in use, the VRAM is a lot higher than the actual size of the model. So a lot of spillover will be happening. So you might get a few quick tokens at the start, but as the conversation continues and the context continues, it's going to drop down like that. And then the multi-agent orchestration to not multi-agent orchestration, but just the agent responding to multiple queries at the same time. It's kind of extremely difficult currently on a local setup. And so it's going to be doing one thing at a time. And let's say somehow, you get it to think it may be 100 tokens per second. What are you going to do with that, bro? You ain't doing shit. It'll be barely functional. As opposed to just renting cloud hardware, $2 an hour, H100s. Then you put your freaking models there. If you want to run the open source models, high tokens per second, and you can actually multitask, you can actually do things, productive things. You understand? Now, people who are buying Mac minis for open cloud, actually, I'll talk about you guys in the next tweet. But please tell me, what the hell are you using these local AI models for? Because I'm really confused and I don't get it. Except for the image models and the video models, the diffusion models, those kind of make sense why you're running them locally. But when it comes to the text models, the coding models, it doesn't make any sense at all for me. Please enlighten me in the comments. Please enlighten me because I do not understand what you can get done with it. Because I usually have a couple hundred Sonnet agents on at any point in time during the day, and they just get a little bit done. They get some shit done. I can't imagine GPT OSS getting the type of shit they do done. It's good, not gonna lie, it's a really good model. Okay, I use it sometimes for small tasks, very, very small things like answering questions back and forth with people. But outside of that, I don't really use it for like touching code or anything like that. It's no way smart. By the way, I'm an AI agent developer, and if you need help setting up things like OpenClaw and AI agents and agent spawns on your machine and for your business, just contact us in the link in the so you can find us aloni.cloud.